Do you want blankies? Blankie? Are you ready to go for a 7-month checkup today? Yes? Yes. Yes? Yes. Good morning, guys, and welcome to today's vlog. So it's around 7:15 in the morning, and today at 9 o'clock we have the boys' 7-month checkup. I went to sleep so early last night. I think I got too much sleep, so my eyes are so puffy this morning. I did not realize until I looked in the camera, but I went to sleep around 8:30 last night. One of my professors was supposed to have the lecture up by 1:15 and she didn't, and so I was gonna do it last night at like 7:30, and I looked and it still wasn't up, so I took the opportunity to go to sleep early, and that's exactly what I did. And the boys slept really well. They didn't get up until close to 6:30 this morning. So they got up, they ate, they're in the bedroom with Harris. I am actually going to head downstairs and get myself some breakfast because I am starving. I always wake up in the morning so hungry. So I'm going to head downstairs and get some breakfast and eat that. And then I do have to, of course, pack the diaper bag and then give the boys their breakfast, get them dressed and everything. My grandma is going to head over to my house and be here around 8:15 so she can come with me. Since this appointment is like later in the morning, when they were super early in the morning, like 8 a.m., Harris could come, but now since it's around 9, he can't come with me. He has to be at work. So she's going to come with me today and then spend the day with us today and then tomorrow as well, since I have some live lectures I have to watch tomorrow, yada yada yada. That has something to do with today's video. But today's video is going to, of course, be the little vlog portion to the boys' checkup, and then after, either later on today or tomorrow, I will film the 7-month update for you guys. And I feel like I have a lot to update you guys on. The boys have done so much developmentally. A lot of things have changed and they've learned how to do new things. So I'm excited to update you guys on all of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. I'm gonna go downstairs and get myself some cereal and eat that, and then we will pack the diaper bag. Okay, so I am getting ready to throw some things in the diaper bag, and I realized that I never showed you guys what I pack in the diaper bag when we go to these doctor visits, so I thought I would share that with you guys today. I usually pack pretty light since our office is only like 10 minutes away from our house and we're never really there for too long. So of course the staples, diapers, and wipes. I do have some A&D in the diaper bag, and by the way, my diaper bag is the fawn design bag. I've talked about it before and I can link it down below for you guys if you were interested. Mine is in like the light gray shade, but it is pretty spacious and I can fit quite a bit in there. So I have diapers. I'm going to bring 4 with me. For today, I have wipes and A&D, like I mentioned. I have their binkies just in case they get a little upset after they get their shots, and the binkies we use are the Bibs binkies. They don't take a binky all the time. They do have them in their crib, but they mostly just play with them, and they'll only suck on them if they're really sad or really tired. So I bring those just in case. I also have these 2 wooden teethers here to keep the babies occupied. The boys both go into the same like office room, and the doctor will usually look at one baby at a time, so I will give these to the other baby to keep him occupied. And then I have these little booklets over here that the doctor just writes like all their information in, what vaccines they received, their growth, and everything like that. And then I do usually just throw in 2 extra pairs of shorts, even though today I think I'm going to throw in extra sweatpants since it's a bit on the chilly and gloomy side. I feel like it always is when we go to the doctors. I think I'm going to dress the boys in sweatpants today, so I will throw an extra pair in there just in case we have any accidents. But these were just in there from when we went to Harris's parents' house over the weekend. So I think that's all I'm going to bring. I will throw their sippy cup in here as well. I do carry water around with me now, just in case they ever get thirsty. I don't have to bring bottles or anything since they don't have to eat until around 11 and our appointment is at 9. So I think that's everything that is going to be going in the diaper bag. How are you? Hello! Alright guys, so it's actually Friday. The boys' doctor's appointment was on Wednesday, and I'm just now sitting down to film the update portion. The boys actually spiked a little bit of a fever yesterday, which usually they have like a fussy day after they get shots. I don't think they've ever really spiked fevers after shots, but yesterday both of them did. So it was also a really crappy day out, so we stayed at our jammies all day. I gave them extra cuddles. My grandma also stayed yesterday and helped me with them, so Their fevers did break in the middle of the night. They woke up this morning and had perfect temperatures, and so that is out of the way, and now I'm sitting down to film the boys' update. And so I have my notebook here. I don't have my usual blue notebook. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say I have no idea where it is, but it's actually sitting right there. Well, I wrote my notes in a different notebook. This is just a little black one my mom got me for Christmas a few years ago. So I'm just going to jump right into it. So this was their 7-month checkup, and at this appointment, Ben weighed in at 22 pounds and 4 ounces, and he was 28 and 3/4 inches long. Jack weighed in at 21 pounds and 6 ounces, and he was 28 and a half inches. So Ben is in the 92nd percentile for weight and 85th for height, and Jack is in the 85th percentile for both. So Ben is getting up there, and even though the boys are only 1 pound apart, I swear they feel so different. You pick Ben up and he just feels so dense and so much bigger than Jack. I expected him to be like 2 pounds heavier than Jack, but he's actually only like a pound-ish heavier than him, but it feels way different when you hold them. But he is getting up there. They're still gaining around 2 pounds a month. They've consistently gained around 2 pounds every month. I think there was 1 month where they jumped about 3 pounds, but ever since like birth, they've been consistently gaining about 2 pounds every month. So if we continue on with this 2 pounds every month, the boys will be like 30-ish pounds by the time they're 1, which is, I think, a little bit on the big side. I hope they kind of level out and stop gaining so much weight, mainly for the sake of my back. I thankfully don't have a lot of stairs in my house. I have like 6 steps maybe that go from like the living room area to the nursery, but even that, they are so heavy to keep carrying up and down the stairs all day long. So that is what they weighed in at the doctor. And we didn't really talk about a whole lot more. I updated you guys in a past video about a trip to the neurosurgeon that we took to get an update on the boys' heads, and so we didn't talk about that at this pediatrician appointment, and so it was pretty standard. Next month we go back for only vaccines, not an actual checkup appointment, but in 2 months they'll go back for another checkup and more vaccines. So that was the doctors. As for eating, everything is pretty much the same. 4 8-ounce bottles a day, 3 meals a day consisting of cereal and fruits or vegetables, or just fruits or vegetables. I really want to start the boys on some solids, but my pediatrician said to wait until around 9 months old. However, I know people start baby lead weaning a lot earlier on, and if you don't know what baby lead weaning is, I would look it up. I'm not an expert on it by far, but it's basically where you kind of skip the pureed baby food portion of introducing foods and you go right to soft salads, and the child basically learns how to feed themselves actual foods from the get-go. And so I know people start that around like 5 or 6 months. So I know the boys are capable of having salads, and they definitely seem interested in our foods when we eat. So I really want to start the boys on solids, but I'm not really sure how or when. So let me know in the comments down below when you started salads with your children and what you started with and kind of your approach to it. I definitely want to research that over the next few weeks since the boys are going to be turning 8 months old. I do kind of want to start in that 8th month with actual solids. As for sleep, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, I'm pretty sure I didn't, but we dropped a nap and the boys are down to 2 naps a day. I am 99% sure that they went through a 6-month sleep regression at the end of 6 months into the beginning of 7 months old, and so they were waking extremely early in the morning, and I thought that maybe they were sleeping a little bit too much during the day and maybe their last nap of the day was creeping too close to bedtime. So we did go ahead and drop their 3rd nap, and they're down to 2 naps a day. They take their first nap 3 hours after they wake up and a second nap 3 hours after that, and then they go to bed 4 hours after that. So the longest wake window they have is around 4 hours in between their last nap of the day and bedtime. And bedtime we did have to move up just a little bit. They were going to bed around 7 o'clock, and now they kind of go down at around 6:45. However, they don't really fall asleep until close to 7 o'clock, and I'm sure their bedtime will move back towards 7 o'clock as they are able to stay up longer. However, they really only can stay up about 4 hours at the most. So their bedtime is 6:45, and within the past 2 weeks, they've kind of readjusted back to their normal wake up time, which is anywhere between 6 and 7. I know that's a large range, but some mornings they wake up at 6, sometimes it's 6:30, sometimes it's 6:45, and sometimes I go in there at 7 and they're still asleep. So it is pretty variable, though they're still waking up about 15 minutes apart from each other. but we did go ahead and drop that third nap, and both their naps range from anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. Their first nap of the day is typically their longest, and the second nap is pretty variable some days, but I can usually get a good hour out of them for both naps. So that is what's been going on in terms of their sleep. In terms of development, I feel like we have hit a few big milestones, especially for Jack. Jack is rolling over from both his back to his belly and his belly to his back, and he is so mobile now. He can get around his little playpen so fast now and reach for a whole bunch of different toys, and I can definitely see that he's going to start scooting towards toys very soon. Benny is only rolling over from his belly to his back as of now, but he is rolling onto his side and making progress towards that back to belly roll. I should have mentioned this during sleep, but because Jack can roll from his back to his belly, he is sleeping on his side now. He has not fully rolled over to sleeping on his belly yet. I'm a little nervous for that, but I have researched some tips to kind of help them get more comfortable with it, and for myself to get more comfortable with looking at them sleep on their belly. But as of right now, he is sleeping on his side, and it is the cutest thing ever. He also moves around his crib a whole lot in the middle of the night. He can turn himself like all the way around, and he just moves all over the place. So Jack is rolling back to belly. That is new. We are practicing sitting up with them, and they can sit up for about a minute at a time with some wobbling here or there. I definitely have to stay close to catch them if they fall, but we are practicing them sitting up on their own so that hopefully within the next month they can sit up on their own. They're not saying full words or consonants yet. They're still kind of babbling, and the pediatrician did say within the next month they should be showing signs of saying consonants like dada, mama, the b sound, the k sound, the m sound, all that kind of stuff. They should start showing signs of that within the next month. And the boys still have no teeth. I could have swore like a month ago Jack was teething, and I could have swore I saw a little something in there, but I did not. And the pediatrician checked both their mouths, and she said that they're still a while away from getting any teeth. I know my mom told me I didn't get teeth until the later end of like close to a year old, so we have no signs of teeth just yet. Lastly, I'm going to touch on the boys' personalities. I think that's everything I had for development, but I'm going to touch on the boys' personalities because they're definitely becoming more and more distinct. So I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but Jack is such a mama's boy. He loves to cuddle me. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Jack within the past like 2 weeks has turned into a thumb sucker. He sucks his thumb to soothe, and it is the funniest, cutest thing ever. So I will, at the end when I insert videos of the boys like I always do, I have a few cute videos of him sucking his thumb. But Jack is such a mama's boy. He loves to cuddle up on me and suck his thumb before he goes down for his naps. Jack, I definitely think, is going to be the bossy one between the two of them. He also is a toy hogger. If I leave them alone in the playpen and I kind of, you know, don't pay too much attention to them, I will look over and Jack will have taken all the toys to his side of the playpen. He rips toys away from Ben. I just feel like he's going to be the bossier one out of the two of them, and like I mentioned, he's very active. Ben is a daddy's boy 110%. He's so content to just sit on Harris's lap. He loves spending time with Harris. He gets so excited when Harris goes to cuddle him in the mornings. He's definitely more of the chill baby in terms of he doesn't really move around a whole lot. He will kind of sit in the same spot when I put him down, and he'll just play with a single toy. He's pretty content with, you know, what he's got. He doesn't really look for taking things from Jack. He's definitely more chill. However, I feel like he has more of a temper if you push him to that point. If he gets tired and cranky, if he doesn't want something, he will tell you and you will know. So I know this was a bit of a quicker update. I feel like the main things I wanted to update you guys on was Jack's rolling. That was a really big thing developmentally. I feel like the next big things are going to be, you know, the sitting, the crawling, the walking, the teeth. I feel like in the next few months there's going to be a lot more happening. I feel like these next few months are going to be really fun to see them sit up and crawl and walk and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this 7-month checkup and update video. I'm going to go ahead and insert all the cute videos I have of the boys over this past month. Don't forget to comment down below when you started solids with your babies. I really want to know when you started, what you started with, all that kind of stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Who is that? Jackie, you are? Jackie! Is that your
Jackie boy? Oh, you poke him in the eye, Benny. What? Oh, baby. I love you. Baby. Is he tickling you? Jackie boy. Jackie boy. Hi.